So first question based on tossing a coin. So we have done already. So similar problem. So same like that only. So there is the second one. So we'll do that one. Now question is like this: a random experiment of, so one of the important problems. Listen this carefully. Tossing a die twice is performed. Okay. So there is a die sim. So they are rolling it as twice. So two times they are rolling it. Then we'll be having random variable. No. So previous column random variable x, what happened? It represents number of heads like that. So here random variable represents x, random variable capital X represents sum of two numbers turning up on toss. Okay. So it represents, so random variable x represents sum of two numbers turning up on toss. Like the dice means we all know this one. Okay. So what is the maximum dot? Maximum dot is 6. One dot, so another phase 2 dot, another phase 3 dot. So like that for 6 phases. So for last phase we'll be having 6 dots. So like that two times we are rolling. No, so we are rolling two times. So here 1 dot we get means there 3 dot we get means sum of that dot, that is nothing but random variable. Sum of that dot means here 1, there 3. So sum of dot is 4. So like that. And what we need to find means find discrete. So same thing. Find discrete probability distribution for capital X, and also compute. Compute is nothing but to find, and also compute its mean and standard deviation. Okay. So this is our question. Mean and standard deviation we need to find. Standard deviation is nothing but sigma. Mean is nothing but mu. So probability distribution means we know set of xi and p of xi values. So that we need to find. Mean is nothing but mu, that we need to find. This sigma we need to find. So these three parts we're going to find. First we need to write a sample space. So let sample space S will be equal to x comma y, because two times, no, one dice, x is represent first dice, first time rolling a dice. So second time rolling a dice is y. So where x is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maximum, so from 1 to 6 numbers we'll get in face of dice. So same second time dice also, same dice only, no, so it's not going to replace, and the numbers also will be same. So like that we'll get. So now what are the elements we'll get in a sample space? Just we wrote in a variable formation. So we need to express in terms of each and every element. So how to represent that means S is equal to x comma y, that is 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2 possibilities I am saying. So next 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6. Correct. Similarly 2 comma 1 like that, so on, 2 comma 6. Then 3 comma 1 like that, so on, 3 comma 6. So 4 comma 1 like that, so on, 4 comma 6. 5 comma 1, so on, 5 comma 6. So here what will be there means 5 comma 2, 5 comma 3. So these are all the elements. Next 6 comma 1 means so on, 6 comma 6. Okay, so like that we will get. Now what are the, how many elements are there here? The elements are there here means total number of outcomes is equal to, now see the row, how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows. Next how many column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 columns. So 6 is the 36. So total number of outcomes are 36. these elements are there when you take up a sample space or each and every element we wrote here. Okay, sample space is nothing but all possibilities, various possibilities will be lied in a context. Okay, this is a sample space. So next, random variable x. So directly I will go for range of random variable x, that is x will be equal to. So what this capital X represents? See, random variable x represent sum of two numbers turning upon toss. Sum of two numbers turning upon toss. So sum of two numbers. Now 1 comma 1 is there. So it is 2. Next 1 comma 2. So that is 1 plus 2, 3. Next 1 plus 3, 4. 1 plus 4, 5. 1 plus 5, 6. 1 plus 6, 7. Correct. Next 2 comma 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Already I wrote. Correct. Next 2 comma 2, 4 also it is there. 2 comma 3, 5 also it is there. 2 comma 4, 6 is there. 2 comma 5, 7 is there. Then 2 comma 6 it is not there, 8. Next 3 comma 4. 3 comma 1 already it is there. 3, 4. So 3 plus 2, 5 it is there. 3, 3. 6 it is there. 3, 4, 7 is there. So for each and every element I'm saying. So if you find from this set, you will get to know easily. Okay. So next 3 comma 4, so 7 it is there. 3 comma 5, 8 it is there. 3 comma 6, 9 it is not there. Next range means no, so we should not repeat the numbers. Okay, we should not repeat the elements here. So that elements you should not repeat. Next for 4 comma 5, 9. 4 comma 6, 10. Next 5 comma 5, 10. 5 comma 6, 11. Next 6 comma 6, 12. Okay, so you should not repeat it. If you add any number to another number, you will get a repeated formation. So that repeated formations will not take. Instead of that, so whatever we get at once, we are going to write. Okay, so if it repeat also, we'll make it at once. So like this, we got range and we got x there. So this xi is nothing but capital X. This p of xi is nothing but p of capital X also we can take. Okay. So now x we got. So what about this probability of 2, probability of 3? So we should know number of favorable cases. Then only, see, total number of cases we know. What is the probability definition? Number of favorable cases over total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes you know, but you don't know number of favorable cases. So that favorable cases we'll find out now. Okay. Elements in S. So I'll construct a table. Elements in S. Then capital X. X is equal to xi. Then total number of events. So for that particular event, total number of events. X we know already. One is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We got like this. Now, total number of events means how many elements we'll get here. That elements we need to add. That is called number of favorable outcomes. Okay, that is called number of favorable outcomes. So x is equal to 2. So when you add, you will get 2. So what are the two elements are here? See 1 comma 1. So that is 2. No. So there is no another other than this 1 comma 1. There is no element which we can add up to get number 2. So here 1 comma 2. So that when you add, you will get 3. So we can't take it. Only 1 comma 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So only we have taken 1 comma 1. So how many number of elements are there? Only 1. So it is 1. Total number of elements are 1. Similarly, we'll go for next one. So when you add, you should get 3. So we'll start from 1. 1 comma info. All row we need to check. First row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, sixth row. In first row itself, 1 comma 2 is there, where we had to get 3. 1 comma 2 is 3. Next, second row, 2 comma 1. Third row we don't have. Fourth row we don't have. Fifth row we don't have. So only 2 elements. I write 2. Next, third one. 1 comma 3 is 4. 2 comma 2 is 4. So 1 2 is over. Next third one. 3 comma 1 is 4. That's all. 4 comma 1 means 5. So that is not possible. So total number of elements are 3. Similarly, fourth one. 1 comma 4 is 5. 2 comma 3 is 5. 3 comma 2 is, see, I'm going order wise. So 1, 2, 3, next 4. 4 comma 1 is 5. 5 comma 1 will not get 6. So starting number itself 6. So we will not get in row 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, fifth one. 1 comma 5. Yes, 1 comma 5 is 6. 2 comma 4 is 6. 3 comma 3 is 6. 4 comma 2 is 6. 5 comma 1 is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of elements are 5. Next, sixth one. 1 comma 6 is 7. 2 comma 4 is 7. Correct. Anyone can say what will be the next one? So 3. 3 comma what is 7? 3 ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ 7 ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
4, sir.
So 3 comma 4 is 7. Next, 4 comma 3 is 7. Next, 5 comma 2 is 7. Next, 6 comma 1 is 7. ಇದೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್. 6 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ 1 2 3 4
4 7 2 comma 4.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ 2 comma 5 ಇದು. ಓಕೆನಾ?
Yes, sir.
ಸೊ ಅದೇ ತರನೇ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 8 ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಗೆಟ್. 1 comma 6 ಇದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 comma 6. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ 8 ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 2 comma 6 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. 2 comma 6, 3 comma 5, next 4 comma 4, next 5 comma ಏನ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 3, next 6 comma 2 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 8. So 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. Similarly for 9. So 2 comma 6 ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಅದು 3 comma 6. 3 comma 6 ಅಂದ್ರೇನೆ 9. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 comma 3 ಆಯ್ತು. 4 comma 5 9, 5 comma 4 9, 6 comma 3 9. So 1 2 3 4. Similarly, ninth one. Who will say for 10? Tell me fast. 10 ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ?
4,
3 comma 6 ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. 4 comma 6. Next one.
5, 5.
5 comma 5. Next
6, 4, sir.
4 ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 2 ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕೇ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. 6 comma 4. So 1 2 3. So similarly, 10th one we'll get from 5 comma 6, 6 comma 5 2. Next 11th one 6 comma 6. So it is 1. So I can show you the verification also. So when you add these elements, see all the elements whatever there here, all the elements will be there here also. So when you add it, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 9, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 15 21 26 30 33 35 36. So total number of outcomes is 36. And here when you add up all the outcomes, there also you are getting 36. Now we got x. Okay, we got x. We don't know p of x. That we'll find out now by using this favorable outcome divided by total number of outcomes. So that we do now. So directly I'll write in the table itself. The discrete probability distribution of x is xi p of xi. This xi can be taken as capital X also. So what are the numbers are there? I'll write first. 2 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So for 2, what we have? For number 2, we having, see, 1 number of favorable outcomes is 1. So 1 divided by total number of outcomes is 36. Next, 2 divided by 36. Next, 3 by 36. Next, 4 by 36. 5 by 36. 6 by 36. Again 5 by 36. 4 by 36. 3 by 36. 2 by 36. And then 1 by 36. Okay. So like this we got. Now this is the discrete probability distribution table. We got it where it should verify the condition, or the 2 conditions we know now. Those conditions are P of xi, always it should be greater than or equal to 0. Yes, definitely. P of xi value is 1 by 36, 2 by 36, like that, so on. All values greater than or equal to 0 should be there. 1 by 36 andre point al barutte. So definitely greater than or equal to 0. One condition satisfied. Innondu summation of P of xi is equal to 1. ಈ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ನ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we should get 1. So when you add all the values of P of x, like 1 by 36 plus 1 by 36, 2 by 36 plus so on, again 2 by 36 plus 1 by 36, you should get one thing. I'll tell this. See, denominator is common, so whole divided by 36. Numerator 1 plus 2 plus 3 ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you'll get again 36. So 36 by 36 is 1. So hence it also verified. So where it shows whether you have made mistake means you can go through with this point. So that is the reason to taking this verification part. Next, what they ask us to find? They ask us to find mean. So how to find mean? We know mu mean is equal to summation xi into P of xi. So that is the formula. So that means 2 into 1 by 36. So 2 ones are 2. So I wrote 2 by 36 plus 3 into 2 by 36. That is 3 2s are 6. 6 by 36. Next 4 into 3 by 36. 4 3s are 12. 12 by 36. Next 5 into 4 by 36. 5 4s are 20. 20 by 36. 6 5s are 30 by 36. 7 6s are 42 by 36. 8 5s are 40 by 36. 9 4s are 36 divided by 36. 10 3s are 30 divided by 36. 11 2s are 22 by 36. 12 1s are 12 divided by 36. So the denominator is common. I'll write whole divided by 36. So when I add the numerator, what I'll get? 2 plus 6 plus 12 plus 20 plus 30 plus 42 plus 40 plus 36 plus 30 plus 22 plus 12. Correct. I got 252. So around 252. 252 divided by 36, we are getting 7. Okay. So 7 is the answer for mean. Next, standard deviation. Standard deviation is square root of V. Standard deviation sigma is equal to square root of V. This is the formula. And what is the formula for V means? V is equal to summation xi minus mu whole square into P of xi. This I will not do. You need to do. So this is for homework. You just try it. Okay, where your answer you should get as, see, you know, xi is nothing but 2. Minus mu is nothing but 7. So 2 minus 7 whole square into P of xi, that is 1 by 36. Like that. 3 minus 7 whole square into 2 by 36 plus 4 minus 3 whole square into 3 by 36. So like that, so on, it continues. You need to do it. When you do that, you will get 35 by 6, where it is V. Therefore, sigma is equal to square root of 35 by 6. So this is your answer that you will get when you do it. So those who have any doubts on this problem, you can ask me, or else we'll go on to next problem. So this is related to previous problem. So same like that only. There we use a coin, here it is dice. So if any doubts, you can ask me. Or else we'll go for next one. Okay. So yeah. Mm. So the question is like this: the PDF of the PDF of variable x. PDF is nothing but probability density function of a variable x is given by the probability density function. The probability density function are also called as discrete probability distribution. So don't get confused in that. Discrete probability distribution or probability density function, probability mass function. So all these things are same. So don't get confused there. So here it is given. So same thing only. I'll write here. The table they itself given. One is x, another is p of x. 0, 1, 2,
Excuse
3.
me,
This
sir.
problem is yes.
Sir, see the chat box, sir. Madan has sent messages.
What happened, man? Since no power in Apple, slow battery, can you even say truth? Hey, it is recording, no? So what is the problem now? Madhu?
ಸರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಡೆಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಈಗ
ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಒಂದ್ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರುತ್ತೇನೋ?
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಸಾಕ್ಬಿಡು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Okay. So the question is like this: probability density function is nothing but discrete probability distribution. So that is given. X is nothing but xi, p of xi. So same like that only. K. So one of the important problem it is. Listen carefully. Is easy only. 7k, 9k, 11k, 13k. See, what we need to find means find the value of k. Find the value of k where this represents valid probability distribution. This also important condition. Also find p of x greater than or equal to 5 and p of 3 less than or equal to 6. So this is our question. Okay. So how we need to find means, see they have given the table, but we need to find k. So how to find k? So where they are saying this represents valid probability distribution thing. So when the probability is verified means when these two conditions satisfied. So already it is satisfied thing. So we know we know that summation of p of xi is equal to 1. P of xi means this one. So summation means k plus 3k plus 5k plus 7k plus 9k plus 11k plus 13k is equal to 1. When you add all this, 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 7, 16, 25, 36, 49. So 49k is equal to 1. This implies k is equal to 1 by 49. That's all. Within a step you will get. So whenever you get k in the denominator, definitely you need to add it. If they are not asked also, you need to find k. Because related to that they will ask. So we got for k value. Next, we'll go for p greater than or equal to p of greater than x greater than or equal to 5. So what are the values of p of x greater than or equal to 5? See, x means these values. Greater than or equal to 5 means 1 is 6, greater than 5, 6, and equal to 5, that is 5. So p of 5 plus p of 6 is p of x greater than or equal to 5. Okay. What is p of 5? 11k. P of 6? 13k. So 11k plus 13k is 24k. So 24 into k value already you know, so 1 by 49. See, if they not ask k and just they ask us to find p of x greater than or equal to 5 means you should know k first. So without knowing k, you can't solve for this. So 24 into 1 divided by 49, you can divide it or you can keep like this also your answer. Next, p of 3 less than x less than or equal to 6. So now see, this is important. X lies from 3 to 6. Lies from 3 to 6 means 3, 4, 5, 6. Lies from means 4 and 5 will come. But they are saying equal to 6. That means 6 also will be there. But it is not equal to 3. So 3 will not be there. So 4, 5, 6 will be there. That is p of 4 plus p of 5 plus p of 6. What is p of 4? 7k. This is 9k. Next, p of 5, that is 11k. Then it is 13k. So when you add all these things, so 24 plus 5, 33k, where it is equal to 33 divided by 49. So that's all. You can stop recording, man. So this is the answer. So if you have any doubts on this problem, you can ask me.